One issue that I have seen arise when it comes to schools using Google tools is the question of privacy and whether or not the security that is provided by Google is appropriate or not. And one thing that I wanted to sort of highlight here is that Google has proven time and time again that they are actually a very secure company. And they have gone through a completely rigorous process of security testing to be able to prove that they are trustworthy and secure and that it is appropriate for a place that students can host their materials on. More than 40 million teachers, students, administrators rely on Google Docs or Google Apps, for education in order to be able to learn, to communicate, and to be able to work together more efficiently. And Google is actually committed to protecting their privacy and security for all users, not even just the users of the Google Apps for Education. And on their website, they actually have a pledge that they have made to reaffirm that commitment that they have to schools. In addition to all of that, it provides detail on the security of their services to schools. They also provide guidance and tips for helping to keep your family safe online, or even your family or your students safe online. Another really great thing about the Google Apps for Education suite is that they do not have any ads. Okay, so there are no ads, period. That's it. And as far as I understand, there are no plans to change that at all. As well, whenever a student is logged into, or even a teacher is logged into their Google Apps for Education account, they're not going to see ads when they use things like Google Search. And so that is another really positive thing that is a part of the Google Apps for Education. Now, I know that in previous experiences that I've had with people, I have had some individuals claim that, well, Google takes complete ownership of everything that's on there, and so it's not a safe place to be, and you can't have your data there, it's not safe. Well, the truth of the matter is that Google Apps for Education users own their data. Google does not. The data that any schools and students, teachers, administrators, that they put into the system is theirs to keep. And Google actually believes that it should stay that way. And any of their contracts that you would sign with them, whether like through the school system or whatnot, it says that specifically in the contracts. Schools, teachers, students, they own their data. Google does not. What Google does is they provide powerful, easy-to-use management tools, as well as dashboards to help teachers and administrators to keep track of their organization's services, as well as their usage and data. They only keep data as long as the schools require them to keep it. There's no deception there on their part. They are very clear about this. If an education department or a school or a university decides that they no longer want to use Google, then they make it very easy for that institution to be able to take their data with them when they go. And in order to help people feel more comfortable with that, Google has also made a very interesting commitment to transparency. And so no matter what it is, their system performance, auditing of processes, sharing locations of data centers, Google is committed to providing the utmost transparency. Their position is that it's your data, and so they want you to know what happens with it so that you can always make informed choices. So when it comes to security and those types of issues where Google Apps for Education are concerned, it is a secure place. And the data that you entrust to Google does remain yours. They do not take ownership of it. It is something that each individual institution is able to control.